Test. There we go. Buenas and half a day, and welcome to your Guam Congress building. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome you all today and to stand here for the opportunity of recognizing two distinguished individuals in our community who unfortunately are moving on from the government of Guam into hopefully greener pastures. But at this time, I'd like to ask the director of the Department of Youth Affairs to come join me in presenting these resolutions. So the first one that we'll do is resolution number 519-34, and this is introduced by myself and all of the members of the 34th Guam Legislature. This is relative to recognizing, commending, and congratulating Ms. Bertha B. Miranda on the occasion of her retirement from the government of Guam, in acknowledgement of her 30 years of outstanding government service, and to further expressing a warm and sincere Dángkolo maasi to her for her dedication and service to our island community. Whereas Bertha B. Miranda, a 1971 graduate of John F. Kennedy High School, is married to Daniel U. Miranda of Dedido, and they have 4 children: Melody Miller, Lori Polomo, Arnie Miranda, and Junior Miranda. And they are also blessed with 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Whereas Ms. Miranda began her public service to our community working as a cook's assistant at Vicente S.A. Beneventi Middle School from July 15, 1988 to July 3, 1997, and as a cook's assistant at Louis P. Untalan Middle School from 1997 to 2003. She brought her skills and experience to the Department of Youth Affairs on May 31, 2003, where she served as a cook's assistant and progressed forward to be promoted to the position of Cook 1, then Cook 2. She served for 15 years at DYA. And whereas Ms. Miranda was instrumental in consistently maintaining an A rating for the Food Establishment Inspection Report conducted annually by DPHSS, Division of Environmental Health, and required by the U.S. Child Nutrition Program Office. Whereas, in addition to her dedicated service at DYA, Ms. Miranda also participated in and completed various trainings to include the Guam State Agency for Child Nutrition Program and the Active Shooter Response Course. And whereas Ms. Miranda retires for the government of Guam, her service on September 14, 2018, and her institutional knowledge, skills, and abilities while serving at the Department of Youth Affairs will be notably missed by her colleagues and clients alike. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Imina 34 na Legislature in Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the Legislature in Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize, commend, and congratulate Ms. Bertha B. Miranda on the occasion of her retirement from the government of Guam, in acknowledgement of her 30 years of outstanding government service. And we express a warm and sincere Dángkolo maasi to her, for her, not just for her, but also to her family for their dedication and service to our island community. This is duly adopted and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules of Imina 34 na Legislature in Guahan, signed by the Speaker, the Chairperson of Committee on Rules, and the Legislative Secretary. And I just want to give our Director an opportunity also to just say a few words about Ms. Miranda before we do the official presentation.
Thank you very much. I missed the cooking. Ms. Miranda, you have been an asset to the department. Everyone standing here today misses you, your physical presence. We want to thank you, but you deserve to spend some time. And Danny, she's been looking forward to spending time with you. Thank you very much.
Yes, we will. And now we will present resolution number 520-34 COR, again introduced by myself and all of the members of the 34th Guam Legislature, relative to recognizing, commending, and congratulating Grace Ratuita. I'm sorry, I always call you Miss Grace. Ratuita, on the occasion of her retirement from the Department of Youth Affairs after 30 years of outstanding Government of Guam service, and further expressing a warm and sincere Dángkolo maasi to her for her dedication and service to the people of Guam. Whereas on June 19, 1990, Grace, affectionately known as Miss Grace, that's how I know her, to her co-workers, officially began her Government of Guam public service career working as a social worker 2 at the Department of Youth Affairs under the tenure of then-Director Lucia Topasnea. Whereas Miss Grace was detailed to assume additional responsibilities and duties and perform the work of social worker 3 under the casework section after one of her colleagues had resigned from the department. On June 22, 1994, Ms. Grace was successful in her proactive and assertive efforts to secure a desk audit performed by the Department of Administration personnel, which reclassified her from the position of a social worker 2 to that of a social worker 3. And whereas Ms. Grace was selected as a recipient of the Pedro Doc Sanchez Scholarship, which began in the summer of 1995. Through her dedication, hard work, and efforts, Ms. Grace successfully earned and received her master's degree in public administration from the University of Guam on June 1st, 1997. And whereas in August 2000, then Governor of Guam, Carl T.C. Gutierrez, and Lieutenant Governor of Guam, Madeline Z. Berdallo, awarded Ms. Grace with the Governor's Award of Excellence in recognition of her distinguished achievements and performance in 1999 as Supervisor of the Year. Additionally, because of Ms. Grace's leadership, the same honor was also given to Ms. Grace's unit, the Community Social Development Unit, CSDU, in recognition of their distinguished achievements and performance as Unit of the Year. And whereas Ms. Grace was heavily relied upon by her superiors to take the helm as acting director on many occasions during leave of absences because she was always willing to step up to the challenge and assist whenever called upon. On November 16, 2007, Ms. Grace was selected and promoted to her current position of Youth Development Administrator at DYA by then-Director Christopher M. Duenas. Her official appointment and tenure became effective on November 19, 2007. And whereas Ms. Grace initiated new projects, oversaw all program priorities, and provided overall direction to section heads, under her leadership and supervision, the DYA Aftercare Program won the Program Project of the Year Award at the 2017 MagPro Awards held at the Dusitani Guam Resort on November 2017. And whereas Ms. Grace retires from Government of Guam service and her institutional knowledge, skills, and abilities while serving the Department of Youth Affairs will notably be missed by her colleagues and clients, and certainly myself and everybody that Ms. Grace comes into contact with at the Department of Youth Affairs. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Committee on Rules of Imina Transai Quatru na Legislature in Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the Legislature in Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize, commend, and congratulate Ms. Grace on the occasion of her retirement from the Department of Youth Affairs after 30 years of outstanding service to the people of Guam, and does further express a warm and sincere Dángkolo maasi to her for her dedication and service. Thank you, Ms. Grace. There really isn't much else to say. Thank you.
You've just heard all of the awards that Ms. Grace had received. Let me add one more today. Grace, you have been listed in the finalists of MacPro. So I think that that's on the 26th or 27th, so I'm expecting to see you there. For those of you that, and all of you here know Miss Grace, but I was also told Miss Grace looked the same way today as she did in 1992. Wow. I don't know what, but anyway, there is one thing about Grace that we really should kind of mirror. She's always smiling, and she always looks at it in the positive sense. For every child, I have gone to see her on a practically daily basis, primarily 8 o'clock. And she's always been very high-spirited and looking at the children in the most positive sense on how we can try to get them out as quickly as possible in the, back to their families. Miss Grace, we will miss you, but what you have taught the rest of your staff, it will be carried on. Thank you very much.
Thank you all so much for joining us, and at this time we'll take some photos, and if your families would like to come up and take some photos, we'll certainly do that, and our DYA family who's here as well. But I just want to take another opportunity to thank both of these ladies. There are actually fewer and fewer people that retire from the government of Guam with this many years of service. And so it shows certainly their dedication to their jobs, but also dedication to the people that we serve. So, you know, this is just an opportunity not just to recognize the two of them, but certainly their families that have been a support system to them over these many decades of service, and also to their coworkers who make it fun to keep coming to work every single day. So thank you all so much, and on behalf of the people of Guam, and especially the clients at DYA that you serve, and Dángkolo na si Diyos maasi, ladies, thank you very much.